remind you, Quentin. That's why I'm here.
All right.
For everyone to hit again. Everyone good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this live webinar. Quentin and I like to do things the old school and the real way. So yes, we are actually doing this live. It's not just a recording. You can ask questions. It is definitely encouraged for you guys to ask questions, or feel free to stop me. If you know how to put up your hand, you can go to reactions and raise your hand if you'd like me to stop on somewhere, or if you want to ask me something. Playing definitely open cards with you guys. Yeah, so thank you for coming on time, and welcome to the meet. Oh, we've lost someone already. Okay, that was a very short-lived introduction. So yeah, my name is Neil. I have been in the fitness industry for more than 10 years. I've been an online trainer for more than 6 years, and the reason that we pulled you all into this meeting was for me to share some of my secrets with you. To let you guys know exactly what I've been doing and what I've learned, and basically what Quentin and I do. We run a company called Train Me Academy, and the goal of the academy is to help people get their businesses online, their personal training businesses online, without making all of the stupid mistakes that I made. So we're going to give you a good, raise the roof there, Sabian, raise the roof. We're going to try and give you a quick introduction to the processes that I've used, found out myself, and also some of the stuff that Quentin has taught me, to get to a place where I don't want to take on any more clients because I just don't have time and emotional energy to. And that's a pretty good place for a personal training business to be. I think a lot of people would rather be too busy than not busy enough, because not busy enough really sucks, especially when you're running your own business and you need to be paying your bills, and the 25th is coming and then the 1st is coming. It can be not a very fun time. So rather have the problem of how can I streamline my business to scraping through. So that's what I'll get a little bit more into what I do. Quentin, do you want to do a quick intro, and then I can jump into the presentation?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Neil, for that. My background is, this is before I met Neil, so it's my BC Neil days. I was in the corporate world for many, many years, too many to mention, and sort of climbed the corporate ladder with a company called Nielsen that do market research, and eventually got to what I thought was the top of the ladder, where I was CEO of a company in South Africa, actually our opposition company to Nielsen. After I spent a few years in the US with the Nielsen company on the Coca-Cola business and all of those sort of glamorous stuff, got back here and worked with the opposition company, and then that company got bought over by an American company, and they said they don't need me anymore. As the CEO of the company, they thought they could do without me. So I had to sort of reinvent myself and thought, okay, what's the next thing that I do? Which is probably just what I needed, a kick up the backside in terms of getting my own business going. And I started selling some stuff on Amazon, doing the e-commerce thing, and learned the trade the hard way, trying to sell from South Africa into the US. But yeah, it was a good learning curve. But then I also figured out that I needed some digital marketing as well. And I took some courses and things and taught myself digital marketing, and actually found out there's lots of people who need help with digital marketing, especially in the fitness industry. And I thought that's a cool industry to focus on and to niche in. And I started helping people with their leads generation, some gyms and some personal trainers, lead generation, get them some clients. And then COVID happened, and then there was no more clients. So that's when I thought the best way to help the fitness industry, help the personal trainers get back and get going again, is to help them get online business, move their business to an online format so that they can still keep going no matter how long COVID keeps going. We sort of, hopefully we've gone through the worst of COVID, but I think the trend has been set. People are used to doing stuff online, and that's when I bumped into Neil online, and we now actually have met in person. For a long time we didn't, but Neil and I felt like we had the same passion, which was to help the fitness industry and to help other personal trainers get their businesses going. I'm not a personal trainer, so the perfect partner for me would be somebody like Neil, who's been in the industry, been there, done that with so many different things, and who's exceptionally teachable. He learns very quickly, and he's taken some of the stuff that I said and ran with it, and made a good success. So yeah, that's Neil and my thing. He told you it's Train Me Academy. So we'd love to tell you a little bit more about some secrets that we discovered in our journey together.
Yeah, let me see if I can tell you this from first person perspective. I hope you guys can find this relatable, because as Quentin said, I've been there and done that with a lot of things. I fast-tracked I bulldozed through a lot of different ways of doing personal training. And that's actually how I'm going to start my presentation today. So let's get into the presentation part. So again, if we're in the right place, how I fully book my personal training business, I hope that's why everyone is here. Please, guys, distractions, turn everything off. Put your phone on airplane mode. Quentin and I are we here to serve you? We're here to give you our best. And if you are distracted with something and you miss something, it's to your own detriment, but let's just respect one another by giving each other our undivided attention. I'd love to start off the presentation with a very nostalgic photo. Now, this was not only the first gym that I ever worked in, but it was also a gym situated on a cruise liner. I started my first gym in Miami, and I went all the way across to Portugal on my first cruise. This was my first gym, and in the course of the next year, I traveled to about 36 countries being a personal trainer on a cruise ship. Now, I could tell you all about the fun and cool things that I got to do in these different countries, but the story that I want to share about this particular part of my journey is when we hit some rough waters. We went through a time where Hurricane Sandy was actually hitting the US, and we had to tie everything down in the gym. Then we had to lock the gym and make sure that no one could come in. Now, during this time, I was about halfway through my contract. I was working 6 days a week, and I was super tired. I was super keen to catch up on some sleep. And what my manager ended up telling me was we were not allowed to be in our cabins during the lockdown of the gym. We actually had to sit in the gym and make sure none of the equipment falls over. This was pretty much the first time I had a taste of how it feels to have none of your time be your own. Now, you might not have had the same example, directly this example where it was like shone in my face. But if you are contracted to a gym, or if you are a personal trainer that does go to a gym, you will very quickly realize that in order to make rent payments, to make your payments, and to do all the things that personal trainers need to do like normal people, you have to spend a heck of a lot of time working in a gym. So this was the first taste that I had in my career, where I realized that if I was going to make fitness my full-time income one day, that doing just one-on-one training or working for a gym was definitely not the way that I was going to get it done. I then moved on in my career. I went back home. I did a whole bunch of other things. I worked for a normal gym. I took a mobile gym. Basically, in my car, I was driving to a lot of my clients. But long story short, I got another opportunity to work abroad, and again on the ocean, but this time for a yacht. This was me in the Seychelles. But the thing that I'd learned in between the ships and the Seychelles, there was about 4 years, was the thing that I really took away from this was I can't just be the personal trainer that works on the yachts or on the ships or in the gym, because that didn't lead me to that long-term goal that I wanted to be full-time in the fitness industry. So what I did was, before I went on this trip and did all these wonderful things like take selfies with these giant tortoises and idiotic selfies in the cocktail lounges, I was also doing things like this. This is just a little quick snippet of the cool things that I did on the yacht. But what I'd done this time is, before I came to the yacht, all of the clients that I had accumulated in South Africa, I gave them an ultimatum before I moved onto the yacht, because Neil was more prepared this time. Neil was smarter. Neil was wiser. I basically said to them, you can either stop training with me or you can train with me online. And because I didn't want to just completely walk away from my client base, and I also wanted to potentially build something while I was giving my time to the yacht. Because if you've ever worked on ships, you'll know that not a lot of time is actually your own. So while I was actually on the yacht, I was working 7 days a week and still running a personal training business. And the only way that is actually possible is through what I advocate, to not only fully book your business, but to run a business that can actually, you can run on your own time, and something that is scalable. And that is app-based training. So why are you here? You might be a qualified PT. You might be struggling or want more from your business. As I had mentioned, time was a huge factor when I was doing things on the ships and abroad on the yachts. And I realized how important that was to me, and how it wasn't going to happen if I was doing normal personal training. And I also had a complete ceiling on my income. So if you guys are looking to get more clients, looking to buy some more time for yourself and to actually have a scalable business, what I'm going to share with you today is my version of the best way to do that from what I've explored and what I've found. I advocate moving your business online. Now, what a lot of people have done since lockdown, should I say, is they've taken their business and they say, I'm an online personal trainer. However, they are doing things the same old way, except through a Zoom call, like we are on a call right now. You're still running into the same traps. You're selling your time for money, and you still have a ceiling on the amount of money that you can earn. Does anyone here can anyone here relate with that? We've seen so many people nowadays that are like, oh, they're online trainers, but all they're doing is just doing Zoom calls, which is basically falling into the same trap. Chiquita, definitely you. Anyone else? Anyone else see so many online trainers nowadays? Just Chiquita. Okay, cool. Tough audience. So what my solution was, and how I was able to do this while I was on the yachts, was I added online training into my business, but I also used something called app-based personal training, which is one of the main reason that I advocate this is you don't have to physically be with a client. You can literally have all of the knowledge that you've accumulated. You can take all of the systems that you are currently using in your one-on-one style business, and you can digitize it and put it in your client's pocket. And that is incredibly important to anyone that wants to go full-time into fitness, because you're not only scalable in terms of the amount of money you can make, but you also are less time constrained, and a lot less time constraints. If you're someone here that only uses personal training as a side income, this is also the perfect way to do that. Because working a 9-to-5 job and then trying to be at a studio or like trying to work after hours, I promise you, I've gone down that route and tried to do everything and all of it at once. And what it leads to is something called burnout. And it's not a lot of fun. So believe me on this, guys, or unless someone else can tell me a better way of doing this, I've been using app-based training for the last 6 years, going on 7 years. I started in 2015 and I went on the yachts in 2016. And I've done the online app-based training different ways, and I've also done it a lot of wrong ways, but there are beautiful right ways to do this as well. So what I was doing at one stage was only doing one-on-one services through the app. I was still treating clients like they were individual one-on-one clients. And I found that my personal limit, without having any other job, was I could take 30 clients and still give them a pretty personalized service. Now, this wasn't me sitting on my computer or going to people from 5 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night. This was me working normal business hours. This was also me taking off weekends. And I was still able to service 30 people at a time without making my car, like using my car too much and driving all over the place like I tried before, or being at a gym for long hours and not even actually spending time where I actually wanted to. So if you are wanting to do like a very one-on-one approach, what my opinion is, you can get about 30 clients. Now, the beautiful thing about app-based training is you can also open up to group style training. You can run challenges. There's many different things that you can do. You can run ongoing programs that you can sell multiple times and to multiple people. And then you can go into the hundreds, 200s, 500s, and thousands category, which is another beautiful reason why app-based training is so, so important. And it's one of the big reasons why I was able to fully book my business. Not only because I had the time to do it, but because it was completely replicatable. This is very imperative to what I'm talking about. So replicatable, but also I could access people all over the world. I went from my little radius or wherever people were in the gym, 5 kilometers around the gym, or wherever I could actually travel to with my mobile solution. And now I had the opportunity to sell my products to millions of people. And that's a huge part of being able to fully book your schedule. So you can still get the same results with your personal training clients, but you can get out of that hassle of that one-on-one style training, selling your time for money. And I think I've got the point across that you're going to escape the rat race. You can duplicate yourself. This is the perfect way to not only work smart, but to you can also have multiple clients in multiple countries. It doesn't matter about different time zones or anything like that. At one stage, I didn't have any South African clients. I only had clients in the US. I had clients in Australia, which sometimes was a little bit tough for check-ins, but it is still very, very possible to have clients completely abroad. So what Quentin and I do is we teach you the fastest way in which you can do that. And our qualification, or the membership that we're going to be telling you about later, we have something called the Fast Start Launch. We are going to show you guys the quickest way to get from never had an online client, don't know how online personal training works, to you getting paid for clients that are paying for your membership fees that we obviously need to charge in order to run our business. And then for you to scale up from there and actually put money in your pocket. So we're not out to teach you something that you can put on the wall and say, I've got another qualification or another one of those things that you spend money on and then sometimes don't even use. We're going to teach you by doing. And you're going to earn while you learn with us. And what I'm going to take you through now is show you an exact example of how the teachings go and what I'm going to teach you as a part of Train Me Academy and how we operate. So I always advocate I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to take my personal experience and I'm going to say, copy it if you want to. You can literally do exactly what I've done. And then maybe tweak it and make it your own. Or if you'd like, you can completely design something from scratch, but using the workable steps that we're going to give you, because there's a lot of places that you can start. And there's a lot of things, and I spoke about this to Sky earlier, you can consider a lot of things, and in considering and thinking and trying this and trying that, and wondering if this is the best way to do it, and that you can waste a lot of time, you can waste a lot of momentum, and you can waste a lot of energy. So we literally don't want you guys to be doing that. We want you to use us as your enter into a rocket ship where you can literally just do the things that are important, so that you are not wasting your time and energy and go through the process that I had to go through. Because guys, I had to do a lot of things wrong. I had to figure out a lot of different ways and a lot of different things to do until I got to the systems that I use now. So I'm going to talk to you about my exact process and how I onboard clients which I think is an integral part of me booking my schedule up fully. Now, I have had a lot of experience with consultations and with onboarding, because on the ship, every 11 days, I had a potential 900 new people that I could sell my personal training business to. And what I was doing, I was giving free consultations to get people in on buying product for me and having me as their personal trainer. So I was basically doing like 10 to 15 consultations per week. We times that by like 11 months. Just in that year, I did like hundreds of consultations. So I did get very good at it. But an onboarding process, onboarding a client to say when they're interested and getting them to become a paid for client, that is incredibly important for you guys to actually not waste leads and actually get someone in on your business and not just do it by luck. Because if you do a different thing every single time, you're never going to know what's working and what's not working. And it's incredibly important that when you have a lead that is hot and they were like, cool, I'm interested, you want to make them from being interested to being like, I need you to train me because what you do sounds amazing. So this is my process, okay, for my client onboarding. What I do is I give them a call, okay? Having a personal interaction with them, putting a face, like especially when things are online, you don't just want to be this like background, like fill out this form and we'll get back to you. And if you are selling a one-on-one product, for example, it's incredibly important that that person feels comfortable enough that if they're going to spend a lot of money with you. So give them a call, okay? Within this call, you build a little bit of rapport, and then it's incredibly important to describe your offer. Now, what a lot of people do here, and this is what Quentin taught me how not to do, is they start to listing off things that you're going to get through working with you. Oh, you're going to get 5 times a week training, and I'm going to give you a nutrition plan. And did I tell you that you're going to get a video every week? And all of these things is completely uninteresting to your client. Your potential client doesn't care how many times per week yet. They don't care if there's a nutrition plan. They don't care if there's a video because they don't know what it means. When you speak about your offer, you have to tell that person what they are going to get out of the process. And this is about speaking about an offer and not speaking about a list of things that you do. All right. So the quickest way for me to describe mine is I do goal-focused body transformations. I give you all the tools needed to get the body that you want. And then I go on to find out about what they specifically want. Okay. If they need to, I talk about gaining more confidence. I talk to them about feeling better in their own skin. Weight loss is obviously a part of that, but I don't talk about the system. I talk about what they're going to achieve on it. And that's what matters to a client. That's extremely important in the whole process. So once I've described it to them, I've given them a quick blurb about what I do, and I've spoken about what they're going to get out of it. I then just follow up with them and I send them an offer. Now, this is all information that I've taken from previous clients. I give them a nice little visual representation about what I've achieved in the past. Okay, so this solidifies what I've actually told them. Okay, I've told them about a process, I've told them about a transformation. Look what others have done. They've gained confidence. The person may want to feel stronger and look bigger. They may want to just have a beach body, like a good beach body, or get beach body ready. And a lot of people just want to look good naked. So this is literally the things that I send my potential clients, because these are generally the things that people want when they're looking for a complete body transformation, which is what my niche is. All right. As soon as I've sent them that, I've told them exactly how much it costs. Now, when it comes to costing, what I found through getting this wrong many times is, especially online, is to keep it simple, stupid. Okay? Just keep it as simple as possible, because if you let someone pick and choose what they need, are you really being the fitness professional? If you let them pick and choose like it's a menu, are you asking them how they need to be trained? So the way that I've had the most success is my package is my package. There's no breaking it apart or chopping it up. There's no discounts. If you want your complete body transformation, you can either work with me for 3 months or you can work with me for 6 months and above. Okay, you can't work with me for a week. You don't just do a month. I'm not a Netflix subscription. You literally are buying into at least 12 weeks of your time, because that's how much time I need in order to at least get your body to a certain place and for you to get the result. The only option I give them is, do you want to work with me 3 months, 6 months? And is it upfront that you'd like to pay me, or would you like to pay me monthly? In which case, monthly, it is a little bit more expensive. And if they commit to a shorter period of time, it's a little bit more expensive. So obviously, I'm enticing them to work with me for a little bit longer. Now, I think in the last year, I think I've sold 2 3-month packages. Every single one of my other packages have been 6 months. And I think only about 5 or 6 of those have been upfront. Most people want to go month-to-month option, in which case, it's good to have a little contract in place. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into details. That's what the ongoing work that we do with you would be about. You then send them sign-up documents. Just like if you see someone in person, it's incredibly important to send them sign-up documents before you take their money, before you send them one of these, because it's quite awkward to give someone their money back when you realize, because you haven't actually physically seen this person or done any sort of physical questionnaire, that you're not qualified to actually work with them. So get the sign-up documents done out of the way. Make sure that everything is to spec before you go ahead and you send them an invoice. Okay. All of the stuff that I've shown you here, all of these processes and everything that I've used here, it's not graphic design worthy. I know that. But the reason that I've kept my stuff like this is because I want to show you things that you can do with using completely free software. This is Canva. I've literally just taken photos myself and pasted things on top. It doesn't look beautiful. It doesn't have to, as long as you get the point across. This is also free invoicing software, by the way, just a side note. All right. After you have money in the bank, cool. Now you can spend some real time with them. Up until this point, you've had a 10-minute call with them, maybe 15 minutes if there was a lot of chit-chat, and you've sent them your offer, you've taken their money. Now you need to find out about them. You need to find out about what they want, where they are now, some history. I can also give you an extensive video that shows you exactly what you should be asking in consultations to collect the right kind of information. Because when you're in person with someone, it's very easy to collect information on the go, but on online training, especially with app training, you're not with them physically. So you need to make sure that you're giving them the right kind of program so that you're not looking unprofessional, giving them something that's like completely off the spectrum for them. And also so that things run smoothly. Okay, so consultation process is very important. Then Quentin will also tell you about why fitness tests and progress photos are also important. But for you as a trainer, you need to keep these people motivated, and finding out where they're starting and what their starting point is not only helps keep them motivated, but it also helps you pair knowledge with the consultation, so that when you are delivering a program in this way and you're using an app to give your information to them and tell them what to do with step-by-step videos, that you get this almost right, at least almost right, that you only have to do minimum tweaking. Because there's a lot of wrong things that you can do in that process. Also, progress photos is great for maybe later in the down the line, when you maybe want to send them something like this, or have some sort of marketing strategy that you want to do. Having before and after photos is also a great thing to have for marketing, but obviously for keeping that client let them see what they're getting and what they're achieving. And to keep them motivated and to make them super happy about, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that I looked so much different 3 months ago. Because when you see yourself every day, you kind of forget about that kind of stuff. Anyway, so what the videos, what Quentin and I have done is we've literally put together a database or a business in a box. We've given videos that show you step by step how I do my calls, what my offer is like, how I put together my offer, what sign-up documents I use, how this whole process flows. So we've literally mapped out exactly how I do this. And again, you guys can completely copy this, or you can make it your own, or you can first copy it and then tweak it. But Quentin and I want to get you, first of all, earning while you're learning, and learning by doing. And then we also have meetings every second week, which is a great way for you to teach back to us what you've done. And that really solidifies the learning process, and it makes everything go so much quicker. That's pretty much the process that I use in order to onboard clients, and why I think that I've been so successful in booking up my schedule. Not only is there a system that I follow, that I do the same things every single time, and I don't skip out steps, so that that client has got all of the knowledge and knows exactly what they're going to get out of it and how much it costs. And I hit all of the hot buttons, but I can also spread my marketing all over the world, instead of just having these little bits and pieces, like trying to pick off little bits and pieces of people that are in your area. And I don't know, putting things in newsletters that, oh, sorry, you're too far away, I can't service you. I can now potentially market my material to millions of people. Anyone that has a smartphone, I can work with. Anyone that has access to internet and a smartphone, I can work with. And that is super key to not only finding those clients, but narrowing down your niche. What makes your system unique? What have you been able to achieve either yourself or with clients in a very specific area, so that when you are working with people, you're working with the right people, that you are going to get the results that they want and that you know how to get. And in getting those results, everything else explodes. Word of mouth advertising explodes. Everything like that kind of falls together. So that's incredibly important. Now, in this whole system, I teach you how to train the clients, but we've skipped a couple of steps here. The thing that we've really missed out now, how did I get to this person that is now interested in my business? And I've tried a lot of different things. I've been terrible. I've been terrible at marketing in some ways. Sometimes I've just done very stupid things and spent money on very stupid things. But meeting Quentin, and he gave you a little bit about his history, someone that's into digital marketing, that knows about all of this whole marketing online thing and has done it himself. He's given me the tips and tricks and the things to really focus on, where I've been able to build community, also build areas where I can get clients out of a funnel. But let me not do his job for you. Quentin, tell us how are you going to help us book up our business by finding the clients online? Because I'll teach you how to train them. Quentin will teach you how to find them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks, Neil. That was awesome. There was so much information that you shared there. It makes my job easier. It's just a little bit of an add-on that I have to do. So Neil spoke about the Fast Start launch. And again, I just want to reiterate, we don't want to teach you a whole bunch of theory and things like that. We want to teach you how to actually get clients in a quick sort of way. So I'm going to show you the Fast Start launch and basically what that entails. But before I start that, there's a couple of things that you just kind of have to have in place before you get going on your Fast Start launch. And if I could get my thing moving, there you go. So obviously one of the big things when you're looking for clients is you want to tell them why it's to their benefit to use an online system, why it is to their benefit to do online training and to use the app. So I've just come up with a couple of benefits for clients. Obviously, the one big thing is work out at home. They can work out when they want, wherever they want. They can take charge of their own destiny, basically. They don't always have to be dependent on you and meeting you in the gym or meeting you on Zoom. They can do extra sessions at no charge. I know that scares some of you, think that clients are going to do free sessions, but they can actually do that with the app. And they can save money on in-person sessions, and they can reach their goals faster. Those are just kind of a couple of random ones that I think that are benefits for the clients. Obviously, the convenience is the big one for a lot of clients. But what that does is it creates a win-win situation for you. So you can give your clients what they want while you get to do what you want. And as Neil said to you, one of the most important things is not just to kind of be in this rat race and just kind of servicing clients and having one-on-one sessions, but actually to have a lifestyle for yourself as well. And if you do things the right way, that you can spend your time on the important things, because we want you to be a PT business owner, not just a PT that actually is like service, doing the job, or just kind of doing trading time for money for that matter. So one of the more important things could be to grow your business and to do the marketing and sales and to scale your business. And maybe family time is also important to get that fitted into your business as well. So let me tell you about finding your ideal clients online. Before you go there, it's always very important to understand who your ideal client is. So, you might have heard this in marketing terminology. They talk about an avatar. But all an ideal client really is if you think about clients that you've trained in the past, and you think about that one person who was just perfect. You just gelled with them, and everything you said just worked with them, and they worked well with you, and they did everything you said, and they got the results, and it was just amazing. And they didn't complain about this not working or that not working. If you can have that client and duplicate that client 100 times over, that would make your life so much easier, and it will make your business a lot more profitable. And then, of course, picking a niche. A lot of you have your specialities in the areas that you are good at in terms of personal training, but you can develop that niche into a lot more something a lot more specific. Because as Neil said, you now have access to a global audience, and a lot of times when you're training people just in your area, we all are a little bit scared of niching down or getting a smaller niche, because we know there's not enough of those people in our area that can come and work with us. But if you're online, there's literally millions of people all over the world that can work with you in your particular niche. And then the other important thing to do is define the outcome that those people want. What is it that they actually desire? So again, Neil mentioned that as being very important. So one way to look at it is to look at goals versus what is their why. And we talk a lot about what is your why, what is your reason for doing something, what is the reason you would keep showing up in gym or keep showing up for workout sessions. If you can find that reason, it'll give you two things. It'll help you to get that client on board and doing what you say and buying into what you say. But it will also help you retain clients, because retention of clients is also very important. So a goal is simply just something with maybe a number to it. I lose 5 kilograms, lose 10 centimeters around the waist. That I want to be able to do 10 squats in 6 weeks. But you have to ask the question to those people, why? Why do they want to do that? And if you keep drilling down in the why, you might get to that reason that the person, why do they want to achieve their goals? So somebody might tell you, well, I'm getting married in 6 weeks. That is a pretty good goal to have. I think that if you're getting married in 6 weeks, it's time bound, and she probably has some sort of idea of what she wants to look like. And the thing that she has in her head, she wants that day to be the most memorable day of her life. So if she's going to wear a dress like that, she probably wants to look good in it. And if you can get to that point, this is where you can actually make a difference with a client, where you can say to her, okay, here's what we're going to do to make this happen. And like Neil said, it's not so much about the process, but it's about you just saying, you're going to look fantastic. Leave it up to me. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. And then come up with those. You might come up with the things. These are the different things that we're going to be doing. This is the process. But the promise, that piece at the top, is the most important part in your marketing message or in your conversation with your clients. The second thing is then the process that you're going to be using to get them to that promise or that transformation. Something else that a lot of people are always scared about is talking about the price. But I just kind of want to talk briefly. You know, we actually in our tribe we have some videos where we talk in detail about how to set a price for your specific service and not to undersell yourself. And in this case, for instance, the MasterCard ads I always thought is a good sort of example of that. And this is one of those where it talks about this couple dancing, and then it says the tango lessons you've wanted to take ever since you got married, $45 an hour. Vintage Bordeaux to talk him into it, $64 an hour. Shoes for Mr. Two Left Feet, $130. And being able to dance at your son's wedding is priceless. So if you could get to your client saying, me looking fantastic at my wedding is priceless, the money is not really the issue here, then you can set the price for what you are actually worth and set the irresistible offer and add in a lot of value. We do teach a lot about that in the course as well. When we help you set the price, is how to actually stack value by adding additional products, digital products and those sort of things that you can actually add to it once you got going with clients. But yeah, so your goal is to help them achieve or help her achieve her goals in this example. And then for you, it is help you get practice clients. So this is where we get to what we talk about the Fast Start launch. We actually teach that you get some practice clients in the beginning. If you haven't got clients online yet, is to just get some clients on board so you can start working with them. What that will allow you to do is collect their success stories once they've done well, and that will give you some testimonials. And testimonials are like gold in terms of marketing your business in future. So, you know, get those success stories as Neil was also showing you earlier. And then basically from there on, the marketing is just showing off other people's results and how well they've done and how well they have transformed under your guidance. So that's what you promote. So the Fast Start launch in real practical terms works like this. You start off with your vision, your program, and maybe even a little bit of a warm audience. So this is people that you know already, people that are on, that you've got their numbers on your phone, and people that you are working with maybe or have worked with in the past, or maybe even friends and family that you're starting with, and you start talking to them about being your practice clients. Because once you've got them on board, you're going to be working with them and get feedback from them as well in terms of how do they find your service, what else do they need for in your program for them to make progress, and then the results are going to come, which gives you your success stories, which you can share, which will give you new clients again, and then it starts that cycle all over again. So what basically a Fast Start launch enables you to do is to start with a vision of the PT of offer that you've got in mind, of what you want to create, and then we teach you how to sell it before you perfect it, so that you can basically start earning immediately. Because a lot of us, you know, we want to develop an offer of this perfect thing that we want to sell, and then people take 6 months to a year getting all the ducks and things in place, and getting a website and getting all the social media stuff going, and you know, thousands of followers before they start selling something. And that actually in the end delays you so much, and that you know, and also maybe it costs you some money, because you could have started selling it from the beginning, because what you are selling is the vision. So basically what we're saying is invite clients to become your practice clients when you're starting off, and they help you build it. You phrase it for them in such a way that they help you devise your offer or build your offer by giving you feedback. And then all you do with them is you work with them, say for 2-3 months, and you keep improving your offer. For the privilege of being your practice clients, they will get the best deal you'll ever have, because after your practice, you've worked with the practice clients, you're going to put your price up, and they've got the benefit of being locked in at that good price. And then make sure you get the testimonials, which is going to then start scaling your business and growing it forward. So so if I have to sort of give you a real practical script, and we actually give you a whole list or a whole sort of written out script that you can tweak and make your own. But maybe it just goes something like this. You say, I've been a qualified PT for so many years, and I've helped many people achieve their goals through your niche, whatever your niche is. To provide value for my clients, I'll be adding online training to my service. So we talk about whether you go in a hybrid where you do in-person and online training, but in this case, now I'm going to be adding online training to my service. And then I enrolled in a practical course to learn the best way to do online training. I will be initially taking on only 5 practice clients. So what that's telling them, that they better get in, because you only have space for 5 people to be your special practice clients. And then I would like to invite you to be one of my practice clients. I will coach you through my unique program that I'll be creating in real time with you. And it'll consist of, the app, Facebook group, and nutrition plans, whatever it is that your offer is. And then the benefit of what that does is, is that you're going to be working with them, and they will get the success, and you can be sharing that success. So in return, you will provide me with feedback on how I'm doing. This will help me perfect my course. And if you know them well enough, you could say you'll be my guinea pig. And at the end of it, I will share your success story to get the program into the hands of more people, so you can openly tell them that. All of this stuff gives you basically permission to mess up in the beginning with these practice clients. So you don't have that pressure of everything has to be perfect when you sign up your first client. But basically it creates a win-win situation. You both will benefit from your client's success. Then you could say something, when I later officially launch my program, I will sell it for 2,000 Rand a month for 3 sessions probably per week, or blah, all the rest of my offer. And so you as a practice client will only be getting it for so much per month. And after the course, you can stay on for the same price for another 6 months. That's something that you could sort of develop and see what works specifically for you. So you could see how they also benefit from it. And then you could tell them when the course starts, so you could give them a deadline that they have to get in on your practice client deal by the 25th of July. And to secure your spot, make a payment now. So you have to ask them to actually sign up with you today. Otherwise, if they think about it, it might be too late, and they might drift off into a different direction. So that's a real practical example what Neil and I sort of teach in terms of the Fast Start launch. But there's also tons of things where we go into a lot more detail about how to pick your avatar, how to pick your niche, and then also how to develop the next offer, the bigger offer that you're going to be working with in clients, and how to develop digital products, and how to use social media, not necessarily through paid media, but even through organic media, how to grow a Facebook group to keep getting a pipeline of leads coming your way. So that is basically, in short terms, how you could go about getting going pretty quickly with your clients. Neil, is there anything you want to add to that?
No, Quinton. I think I've done so much talking already. I'm pretty sure everyone is almost sick of hearing my voice, but I hope that gives everyone a great perspective on what Quinton and I are out to achieve. And we have gone through some of our process with you, but at the end of the day, you can stop the screen share, Quinton.
I actually want to go into what our promise is, Neil. Or do you?
Okay, cool. You go do that, and then I'll finish off later.
All right, cool. So Neil and I, one of the big things that we do is we practice what we preach. We do exactly in terms of promoting our tribe and our course, doing the same thing that we are, we're teaching you. So I was telling you about the promise and the process. So the promise for what we do in our tribe is to help you get your PT business fully booked. And this is basically our offer. So this is the process that we go through. So when you become part of our tribe, you get a free subscription to a PT fitness app, which is probably at a minimum valued at 500 Rand. You get the Train Me app templates, which Neil has developed, which gives you a virtual fitness business in a box. And it simplifies your whole client onboarding process because Neil has got all of those templates. But there's tons of videos that shows you exactly how to set up the PT Fitness app and how to use all the videos that are already there, that you don't have to shoot your own videos and things. So all of that is set up in the PT Fitness app. We give you a free sales funnel as well, basically like a sales website to sell your services online. That's at least worth 500 Rand as well. That's the process that we go through. And the rest of the process, Neil mentioned the masterclass that we have twice a month, where we coach you. We got other PTs sharing what's working in their businesses. We got Q&A sessions, really some cool stuff there. And the library of video lessons, like we said, there's tons of stuff in the membership area when you join us that you can go watch videos over and over again, or slow us down or speed us up in terms of the stuff that we teach. We have got an exclusive VIP Facebook group where you can join in the conversation with other PT tribe members, and you can ask questions in there and learn from each other. And then when we do run the courses, you can get some discounts on those courses when we run them on a quarterly basis. And then, of course, Neil mentioned some workbooks and templates and things, and we mentioned the scripts, and we mentioned Neil some of those documents that he showed. All of that stuff we give to you in the membership area as well, that you could just use to implement in your business. So that's all of the stuff. The most important thing about being part of this tribe is accountability, community, relationships, support, shared experience, learning, and empowerment. You get all of that stuff. And what did the ad say? That's priceless. There's no real value or monetary value that you can put onto that. Cool. So I'm sure you're asking now, okay, so if I add all of that up in terms of the price.
Everyone's thinking at Quinton,
yeah,
how much do all of those numbers add up to?
So if you sat with a calculator, you'd get somewhere around 12,700 Rand. That's kind of my calculation. I might have gotten it wrong, but that's more or less. But as you know, we're not going to charge you that because you're special and you're on this call tonight. We're only going to be charging you 950 Rand per month to be part of the tribe, and you get access to all of that stuff on an ongoing basis, and it's a monthly payment. But what we're saying with the Fast Start launch, if you could just get one client to sign up with you as one of your online clients, that already pays for our membership. 2 clients will give you 100% ROI. That's a pretty decent return. And then your client lifetime value then is you could be earning about 12,000 Rand if you've just got those 2 clients for the rest of the year. But as we said, you want a lot more clients on board. So the normal price is around 1,100 Rand, and we're actually going to be putting that price up as soon as this offer is over. So 950 is the best price you'll ever see. There's also a 60-day money-back guarantee. So as I say, you try it, test it, and apply it. And if it doesn't work for you, we'll give you your money back. That's a guarantee. And by the way, because this course is a training and it's helping you with your business, it's fully tax deductible. So why not let the government pay for your course? And that's all I have to say, Neil.
Cool.
Any questions?
Thank you. Yeah, wait, before that, who's still here? I know people like to turn their cameras off and disappear. We've got Sabienne, definitely can see her face. Can see Hannah still here, unless she's just taken a screenshot of herself. Oh no, she moves. She moves. Josh is still around. Jean, thank you guys for sticking around. Sky, we hope we see you again. Maybe I'll speak to you after this. But yeah, guys, what we are trying to achieve here, like I said earlier, is if you want personal training to be your full-time income, this is what we want to help you to achieve. It wasn't easy for me to get to this point. A lot of people will sell you on courses and then throw a whole bunch of theory on you. As far as I know, our academy is the only one that is doing everything in such a practical way, in such a way that you learn while you earn, but also learn by doing is by far the fastest way that you're going to do anything. So instead of spending a whole bunch of money up front and then hoping to get it back at the end, Quentin and I literally just want sorry, what is Sabienne? What are you saying? I was had to trust I'll get it. What? I've had to try.
No, I've gone to quite a few of these meetings, and I've had somebody tell me that I need to get a salesperson to sell people my offering. I need to get a closer. I need to get a marketing manager. Wow. Yeah, so this is actually nice and streamlined. This is a relief.
I don't know where you get that money from. If you are just like a personal trainer and you're wanting to obviously continue this and not just, you know, a lot of personal trainers get like some good traction and they do the business for a while and they're like, oh, I actually want to get married and like have a kid. Oh, I can't afford that. And then they start doing something else. Or they just burn themselves out completely, which I've done multiple times. I've got that badge more than one time. So Quentin and I have tried to think as practically as possible. We're literally the tools that we couldn't give to you for free. So say, for example, I already said earlier, you like all of the stuff that I've used to build my offer and to fully book my business are free tools. The only thing that wasn't free that got me to this point was a personal training app and a sales funnel website. And as part of the 950 that we are offering you guys, you get the fitness app, we pay your subscription for you, and we give you a sales funnel website. So we literally giving you a website, which some website builder places will charge you just 1,000 Rand a month. If you use the app and you go off and you pay your own subscription, once you get past 20 clients, you're going to be paying over 1,000 Rand for the app. So just in that, the membership, you're actually literally paying less than what you would if you did it by yourself. And the added benefit that Quentin and I have given you is we've got data-based videos of how to use the information. So you can get these things by themselves, but when you sign up with an app, they just want you to like use the app, right? And they're hoping that you continue your subscription. They're not actually going to teach you, this is where you should start and this is how you can get to it. So the app is Trainerize. It's something you can go to trainerize.com if you want. You can sign up for your own subscription, but you pay monthly and you also pay per amount of clients that you have. So it is something that you can use by yourself. But again, they're not going to teach you how to use it. Go check it out. You can go for it, Sabienne. There's one or two main ones. I've been using Trainerize for the whole 6 years that I've been online. I know that they're a trusted company. They update their stuff often. They add extra benefits. It's a really great app. I would definitely advocate using it, which is why we give it to you as part of the membership. But again, being part of the tribe, you're going to get part of the community, and we're literally going to teach you how you can have this your personal training business, and it can actually be a full-time income. Or if you already have a full-time income and you just want personal training to be your part-time income, this is also the way to do it. So we are going to teach you how to get from not knowing how to do it to having a business that is running in a very smart way as quickly as possible.
Hey Neil, I just want to say I dropped the link to the chat if you want to go to our website. actually click on the second one, because then you can read through the offer again that I said everything that you get is there, and then just click on I want to join, and you sign up with us. It's not, what is that?
Not her. It's not her. I don't see it in the chat either, Quentin.
Oh, okay.
I think you might have direct messaged it to somebody, Quentin. That's okay.
I think I just did that.
Sneaky. We know what you've been doing all presentation.
How's that? Is that better?
That's to everyone. Oh, look at you go.
That's good. Yeah, no, all this technology is sometimes intimidating. But the other thing that you could do is, if you're not part of our Facebook group yet, who's not part of the Facebook group, or who? Okay. So I'll give you the link to that as well. And then you can go join the Facebook group as well. But more importantly, join the actual group by going to the website.
Yeah. And also, I think, Quentin, I've said a lot. You know what we're out to achieve. The only other thing I wanted to add was we have two main things that we do in TrainMe Academy. We have the membership, which gives you the app, the website, and the course material, and you're part of the community, all of that. And then we've also got courses that if you want to fast track even further and do more live classes with us, Quentin and I also have a course that you can purchase on top of your subscription, which is the monthly membership, where we literally will have weekly classes with you, and we'll help you thrash out things like your offer, blah, blah, blah. And if you are part of the membership, then you get a discount on the courses. But Hannah, actually in the call right now, is one of our newest members to the membership. Hannah, I don't know if you want to just say a couple of words from your experience so far since joining a couple of weeks ago and to where you are now. Have we been helpful so far to you?
Ooh, that's risky.
You guys have been amazing. Honestly, it's probably like my second week of being with you, and I have learned so much. I've learned so much more than I have reading up about trying to start my online business over a month or even longer period. So it's been incredible. And you're also pushing me to get out of my comfort zone and find that confidence in myself to step out there and chase my dreams and goals. So it's so far been 2 weeks of a lot of thinking and digging deep, and I'm really looking forward to the way forward.
Awesome. Thanks, Anna.
Awesome. Sabian, you need to go. Thank you so much for joining us. If you can sign up on the website tonight, I think tomorrow the price goes up back to 1,100. So check it out this evening if you've got time.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. Thank you very much. See you on the other side.
Cool.
I'm also going to head off. Sorry, I need to run as well.
No, it's fine. The time's up. We're all good.
Awesome.
Cheers, Josh. Thank you for coming.
Guys.
Thank you, Jean. Do you have a question, or are you just putting your hand up to say that you were still here?
I think he's good.
I think Jean's gone. John, are you here? Hello? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Still here, but got everything. Okay, cool. You got everything.
Cool.
We want you to have everything and more, Josh.
All right, so everyone. Oh, Chiquita's back. Let's wait to Chiquita.
How long did she disappear for?
I think she had to leave at 6. So, hi, Chiquita, are you back? We just about.
Yes, I'm back, but I think you guys are done, eh?
Yeah, we're just about to finish. Chiquita, I think you missed probably the end part where we were just showing everybody about the tribe that we have now. I think we mentioned to you previously that we have this monthly membership where we teach you everything. You get all the videos in the membership area, you get all the templates and all that sort of stuff. And we have meetings every second week as well, where you can come on with Neil and myself and the other PTs and ask questions and kind of share. So,
you know what? I'll contact you tomorrow. I'll send you a WhatsApp, and then I'll just send you some questions that I had.
Yes. Okay. That sounds great. If you could look in the chat now quickly, there's the links to the website and I think you are in the Facebook group as well.
Yeah, I am in the Facebook group.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a link to the website, then you'll see exactly what you get for the monthly membership.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers, eh?
Ciao, Chiquita.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
I don't know if Nhle was here or not. I don't know if they ever were here. Hello,
I think.
Nhle.
Hi,
Hello.
Enhle.
Oh, there we
Hey.
go.
I'm all right, and you?
Good,
Good
thank you.
thing.
We,
Good.
I thought you said you're going to show us your day face. That's what you said.
No, I decided to remove it.
Okay, not to worry.
All right.
Okay, cool. Enhle, do you have any questions?
No, so far so good.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, let
I
me
picked
know.
up a bit.
Let me know on WhatsApp if there's anything you need.
Sure, we'll do that.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you, guys.
Nhle.
Bye bye.
Bye.